Hey there, this is Mr. Shablagoo doing Season 6, aka our first season in Pro League 2. We're going against Boson Old Boys, which those guys definitely don't joke around when it comes to having, I think, the second highest toughness that I've seen in this game besides Rex Rovers. Or not Rex Rovers, I can't remember. Ridge Rangers, that's what it is. I always get the R's confused. But I did switch out some new faces, got some old ones as well. So to start off, I have Wills as our newest goalkeeper. He's got an A in jumping. Everything else could be an improvement, I would say, with comes to kicking and I would say stamina too. But we also have Albrecht, who again could use some improvement in regards to stamina and most likely jumping. But he has a B in stamina, C in kicking, and C in toughness, and then willpower in B, which we definitely need that. So that way we don't get as much yellow cards. And then we also have Pires to start off as our new forward instead of Gotti. Since we did get rid of Gotti and Grant. I feel like we also got rid of somebody else. I think that was during the break. So I'm going to have, instead of Pires start, I'm going to have Shipper start off and Sawyer start off. Of course, Nicholas on there, or on the right wing, and then Hoffer on the lower midfield defense mix. Same thing with Arujo, and then Ziegler on the left wing. Of course, I did up everybody's stats a little bit more, so that way everybody's at decent. And then, yeah, we're going to go into... So we are playing home, so we do have an advantage. However, it is Boson Old Boys, so we can concede pretty quickly. I'm probably going to have us right there. We're going to be at balanced, and then players to watch out for. I'd probably say these three. So it's going to be Rumyo, Swartz, and Saab. I can't pronounce his name right, but if I mess up, just let me know in the comments. Go into kickoff. So I do want to let you know that this might be not a great season when it comes to upload schedules. I try to do them at least once every day, or once a day, since I am starting to close. Me and my wife are in that possible week or 2 weeks of us having a kid for delivery. There might be places of pausing, so just want to let you know on that. And then too, I'll probably give you updates on like community posts too. I think it was a 32% chance for us to win, 7% chance for a draw, and I think a 31% chance for Boson Old Boys to win. All right, Ziegler passing it over to Frolov. Passes back to Ziegler. All right, tries to pass it over to Hoffer, but Morozov is able to cut it out. Goes for a dribble, goes for a second time. He's cleared, goes for a shot, and it's just wide. Wooters. Swartz. Squardo clearing it. Over to Nicholas. Passes it over to Hoffer. Not a great idea. Sawyer's there. Goes for a shot, and it's just over. We're not doing so great. Granted, with Boson Old Boys having like very high toughness, and we will be kind of knocked around. All right, Evans, Wooters, pass is blocked. Wooters claiming it back. Morozov's there. He is offside though. All right, Novikov to Rujo. Passing it back to Squardo. Not a good idea. Hoffer. Oh, great pass over to Nicholas. Goes for a cross attempt to Sawyer, but Evans clears it. Swartz to Summer. To Velasquez. Over to Evans. To Saw. To Wimril. And shots in. We've already conceded. That was a good shot. How's everybody else looking? Not too bad. Dang, already Twister Town's getting goals. Sawyer to Rujo. Nicholas getting tackled from behind. Oh, card getting called. It's a yellow for Summer. Yep. Excuse the beeping. That was my washer going off. Sawyer, able to grab it? Nope. Evans. Saw. Why isn't any... Okay. I was going to say, why isn't anybody watching? Why did Frolov just kind of not care about it? Saw to Swartz. Goes for a shot. Garrido's able to save it, and it's out for a corner kick. In a dangerous spot, Fontana goes for a shot. Wouters with a header, but Garrido was able to grab it at the last minute. Morozov to Schwartz. Squardo with the clearance. Oh, Arujo is able to grab it. Over to Ziegler. To Sawyer getting tackled from behind. Ref doesn't call that. Schwartz over to Saw. Passes it back over to Wouters. Goes for a shot over to Schwartz, I think. But Garrido's able to cut it. All right, Morozov. Over to Ziegler. Fontana. Ziegler with the able to grab it. Over to Hoffer to Shipper. Crossing it over to the wing of Roth. Goes for a shot, and it just goes over. I don't like this. All right, Wormmeal. Saw. Oh, dang. Crazy dribble. Goes for a shot, and it's just over. I think right after somebody grabs it, I think that's going to be the first half. Offer. Over to Roloff. To Shipper. Really? All right. So we're not doing too great with our first game. Granted, we might have to switch our formation. I really wish we could switch out formations, but what I might do is, let's see if I could just do this in the quick minute. Okay, Offer there. Rujo there. And Ziegler, I think he's there? No, do it this way. No, we'll do it that way, just to be on the safe side. And then there's that, and then I don't think it was that, and that. It might be clustered up, but we're going to give it a shot anyways. I'm going to have Galliard switch out. No, I'm actually going to have Shipper switch out with... Let me give Perez a shot. Yeah, we're going to go that route and then go that way. Let's see how we do. Of course, with Pro League 2, it leads to more experimentation with how I want the team to go against certain teams that are, that are basically just going against a brick wall or that are just great when it comes to passing. So, all right, free kick. Offer going for a shot. Oh, Nicholas going for a rebound. Romero clears it. Dang, that would have made it in. That was a crazy save by, who's it by? Webster. Webster's has a B in jumping. That's nuts. Oh, oops. Anybody getting tired? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna have Ziggler switch out for Galliard. Have him go there. And then probably switch out Dijkstra. Oh, I can't believe that. I'm gonna actually have Dijkstra where Novikov is. Granted, we are gonna, like, this ain't gonna be a perfect season. Because, you know, going against a certain special team requires it, you know, just trial and error. I mean, Pro League 2, I mean, it's no different from Pro League 1. It's just with Pro League 2, it's just a bigger pool now. All right, Pires with a shot, but it was wide. All right, I win us on the offensive. Just that way we can muster up the last bit of whatever energy we have. Sawyer going for a shot. Just goes over. All right, Colette. Over to Fontana. I think he's going to try to go for a cross attempt. Does so. Vermeil going for another cross attempt. Saw with a bad touch. Roth clearing it. Romero. Sawyer getting tackled from behind. Dang, already another yellow card. All right, Fontana getting a yellow card. And Galliard getting a free kick. Passing it over to Dijkstra. Over to Roth. Back to Dijkstra. Passes it back to Esquerdo. Going for a long pass over to the right, but Velasquez is there to clear it. All right, Wormio going for a shot, and it goes wide. All right, Pires over to Nicholas, going for a pass over to Arujo. Oh, Galliard. Oh, no. Oh, man. I'm really surprised he didn't do a volley kick. Arujo going for a shot. Shot's blocked. Colette clearing it. Saw is there. Roth trying to be there. Goes for a great shirt pull. It's out for our throw in. All right, Pires getting tackled. Okay. Goes for a weird cross. Esquerdo trying to clear it. Schwartz. Esquerdo clearing it by his mistake. It's out for a throw in. I'm glad he was able to grab that before they were. All right, Summer. Going for a cross attempt over to Fontana. Oh, no. Who did that? Was that Dijkstra? Oh, it's Dijkstra. Going for a penalty kick. And it's in, so. 0-3. I mean, as to be expected. Because I think his willpower was at a C. So, that happens. I don't know, though. With how many fouls they've had, I'm really surprised that they have not gotten any sort of other card besides a red card. Or besides a yellow card, sorry. That's what I meant to say. Out for our throw-in. Esquerdo tries to cross it over to Sawyer, but Fontana's there to clear it. Morozov to Wormio. Gets stolen by Novikov. Great through pass over to Nicholas. Sawyer, why did he pass back? Why would he pass back? Great through ball. And he's offside. I had a feeling. I don't know why Sawyer passed back. That doesn't make any sense. Why would he want to? You know, but Gotti could have stolen that. No. I'm sure that was a once-in-a-lifetime type of thing. All right. Pires. Come on, if you can at least make a shot attempt. Oh, Colette stolen. Sa. I think after this, it's going to be the bell. Oh, they're going for a free kick. Going for a cross attempt. And Nicholas clears it. That is the game. I thought we were going to do a little bit worse, but not too bad. Granted, that was a great shot. Dang. And then the rest of the other shots were kind of just fumbles on defensive side. That one, no one can predict. Who was that one? That one's like a first touch shot? Oh, yeah, it was on defense. Yeah, it was a first touch shot, so. Alright, we didn't do too awful. It looks like Hallie's Rangers lost against Twister Town 0-3. Team Talon won against AFC Tribesmen 1-0. And then, what is it? Northern Lights won against, what is it? Playing Mantis 5-1. And then we lost against Boson Old Boys. So now we're in 7th place as of right now. We're not doing too bad. That being said, we really need to try harder. So we're going against Playing Mantis. And then we have a couple more away games. But we just need to keep on making sure not to concede as much, even if we have to play as a more balanced and like kind of be near the goal. I know it sucks, but as of right now, because I did this to myself, my defense is not great. I focus so much on the midfield and everything else that it is not great. That is the one weak spot I failed to do when it came to having everybody's toughness leave at a C instead of going to a B. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and save it and call it good. Have a good day.